Alright everybody, my name is Kilo Whiskey, and here we are back again playing Stay Out after the newest update that just came out. So I just created a new character on a completely new Steam account to give you the straight to it. We're gonna hop in, and as soon as you've made your new character, and we're gonna hit this first tutorial here. Now, it's basically the same as it was before. You got to run through this little area, crouch and jump, and we're just gonna skip this part because it's yeah, just skip that first part. I'm pretty sure you know how to work WASD, so it's kind of pointless in my opinion. The real part people have trouble with here is this second tutorial. So you do the first part and you're like, okay, I'm done the tutorial. I'm in the game now, right? This is the game. Not a very big game, but no, this is just the second part of the tutorial. So let's fire you through this as quick as we can. Come over here to like a nice flat spot. We're gonna open up our inventory. No, I don't want to drop it. Inventory is I. We're gonna equip our pistol, equip our knife. And then I like to come down here and throw a med kit in slot 4, anti-rad in 5, bandages here in 6, water bottle. We need to cook this meat before we can eat it, and that's part of our quest. And to see our quest line, it's in our journal, which is J. And we can see here, make a campfire. Now to make a campfire, we're going to open our crafting menu, which is P. And so here's this. Click apply for under make fire. You see that over here, if I hit enter, we have our... Why does it always want to split tabs on me? Yeah, so you can pull these tabs off of come on. Alright. This is the in-game chat list. You can... There's different sections, different tabs. But... getting lost, sorry. Yeah, so now we have our campfire that we've crafted. So we're going to go over here. We're going to click Kindle Fire. And as you can see, this green... shows you where you can't build it. If we move too fast, it goes away. So go back to our inventory, hit Kindle Fire. We'll start to put the campfire on the ground. In this first part of the tutorial, there is no PvP. You can see this little indicator down here that says no PvP zone. We have a campfire giving us heat. We're going to look down here, so take our meat. We're going to throw our meat in the fire. Cook it up. Now, there's a lot of things different from this to before the update. Like now you can see all these little indicators saying this is a food item and this is flammable. So my bandages here, if I wanted to throw them in the campfire and use them as fuel, if I was low on wood, I could do that. If I have a pot, it's like looks like a canteen cup. I could put that into the campfire. It'll make this little tripod that's over top here, and then I can add different foods into these slots to make different pot meals that have different effects. I've tried several combinations, and all of them result in poisoning, which I think is kind of weird because I'm using fresh water, you know, different meats and mushrooms, and so I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on cooking combinations and what you can get that doesn't result in poisoning. As we're waiting for our food to cook, we're going to go ahead and hit U to open up our equipment. And so our equipment, these slots down here are our gadget slots. Different pieces of clothing that you have can give you different bits of gadgets. So you can see I have a Gorka 1 jacket and Gorka 1 pants. I would recommend getting the Mabuta pants in the character select menu, because they will give you 2 gadget slots. So if I go to info right here, I'll get 2 gadget slots with the Mabuta pants, and then I can get, you know, 3 right out of the gate versus only having 2. Higher level pants, such as pants with pockets and the Gorka 4s. The highest level pants only have 2 gadget slots, so you got Mabuta pants. The stats aren't as good as the Gorka 4s, but you got your 2 gadget slots right out of the gate. Backpack. We have our revolver down here. Achievements, different achievements give you, you know, experience points now. PvP status is the same as it was before, and your different characteristics over here. And you can see our different slots for armor, clothing, headgear. Different backpacks take up different slots. Same thing with body armor and gadget vest. They'll take up different slots, so you have to mix and match combinations in this game. Our meat is cooked, so we can click collect all cooked food and quest update. Come over here. My character is not hungry. I can allow access to other people. Other players can use this fire if I do allow access. Extinguish puts the fire out. Now we gotta start moving on. We can use our auto run here, you know, using shift, or if I'm walking forward, I can scroll the mouse wheel forwards, and that will engage his sprinting. Stay on the trail. You can see green text is popping up over there, so it's I'm on my way. Hitting M to bring up our map. We're gonna first need to run over here to the village of Vladimir. There used to be a blue line on the map. They got rid of that. There is an auto run feature in the game. To use it while holding down W to sprint forward, just simply hit the enter key to bring up your in-game chat. When you do that, you can let go of the W key, and your character will continue to sprint. We're going to hit escape to close out our menu, and I'm not holding any keys right now. I can use my mouse to point my character where I want to go. He'll continue to sprint. There's alt look. You see that drain right there by the water tower? Remember that. We're going to come back to that. I've run out of... he stopped sprinting because he ran out of stamina, so I don't actually have to hit the sprint key again. I can just scroll forward on the mouse wheel without breaking my auto run. And he'll start running forward again. We have a freshwater well right here, and we're going to come up to it, hit F, and then we can drink from the well, or if I had any kind of refillable containers, such as an airborne flask or airborne a soldier flask or airborne canteen. This is Mr. Vladimir. So if you're doing this for the first time, I'm going to recommend reading all his dialogue, but for the sake of speed in this video, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to fire through it. You can trade different flowers to this guy for ammo. Don't worry about it. Don't need it. Waste of time. You can trade with him. Waste of time. Don't need it. He doesn't have anything you need. Just run through his dialogue, and he's going to give you this hatch key right here. In the old version, you had to go and do a quest before you could get the hatch key. After the update, you just got to run through his dialogue. He gives you the hatch key. Now that we have this hatch key, we're going to immediately run back to that hatch that I was talking about before. Almost got to reload my pistol, so we're going to hit R, and he's going to start putting rounds into this guy. It's still fractional reloading. I can either drag and drop the ammo onto the gun, or just if the gun is in my hand, I can hit R and he'll start putting cartridges into the chamber. Coming back to the drain, we're going to hit F on the drain cover, use Vladimir's key. I've just leveled up. Now we're going to be transported into this tunnel. Yes, I know. So here's the new leveling system. I have 1 point to spend. I'm going to go over here and throw it into increase maximum stamina. There's a lot of running in this game, so I'm going to need that. To open up and get to this menu, you can use the K button. Now, depending on what time you're watching this video, you will be able to reset your perks on here every 24 hours by clicking down here. Up until October of 2022, I believe the 15th of October 2022, You will no longer be able to reset after 24 hours. You will have to pay, I think it is 15 mod tickets in order to reset. Now you can see it's really dark in here. We can hit L to light a match so we can kind of see a little bit. I have my contrast and brightness adjusted so I can see fine on my end, but you may not be able to see too well for the purposes of this YouTube video. So I'm just going to run through this tunnel, and we are looking for a TOZ shotgun, which is going to be laying on the ground. There's no map for this tunnel. You're just going to have to kind of figure it out as you go. This is a dead end, so we're going to need to go to the right, and it should be laying on the ground somewhere by a campfire. All right, left or right. We're gonna go to the left. Looks like a dead end. Yeah, dead end. So again, go to the right. Okay, that looks like a dead end, so turning left. And here's our campfire on the left. There's it is our TOZ. Now that we have our TOZ shotgun, we're gonna hit inventory. We're gonna hit equip. And as you see, it jumps over here into this weapon slot. We don't have any ammo for it. To get the ammo, we're gonna have to continue running forward to the end of the tunnel. We're gonna hit F to mount this ladder, and then we're gonna climb up, and we're gonna get into the abandoned warehouse. I don't know why it's showing me the station, but alright, whatever. This should be the abandoned warehouse. Yes, okay, abandoned warehouse. Once we get into the abandoned warehouse, now we need to go get ammo for our TOZ shotgun. And to do that, we're going to go to where you used to have to get the TOZ shotgun, which is a box that's on the shelf, but we're also looking for stashes, so here we have a stash. And there's a new update, so when I hit F on a stash, I'm going to have to physically search it. And there's going to be perks associated with finding items now, instead of just the luck that used to be in the game. I'm going to check in here for any more stashes. There is nothing. Oh look, I have been shot by a small rat. You know, a couple years waiting for an update, but they couldn't fix that dialogue. So this crate is normally where you would get the TOZ shotgun. Now you just get ammo out of it. You find the TOZ laying in the tunnels below. We now have ammo for our gun. Let's go ahead and hit R and load it up with our 20 slugs. Well, I mean, 2 slugs out of the 20 that it gives us. We're looking for some stashes. Over here into our last warehouse. Here's a stash. Come on, give me some good. More cloth. Yippee. Alright. Oh no, I've been shot by a small rat again. Those paint cans get me every time, but okay, we have not enough stamina. I assure you that's going to drive you crazy. Cardboard box, let's check it out. I bet you it's empty. I am almost 100% confident it's empty. Oh wow, holy crap. I got 2 car med kits. That's the best cardboard box I've ever found, because every single cardboard box I found up until this point has been empty. Pretty amazing. Alright, back to the tunnels we go. We're gonna have to run back through the tunnel system to get out of the warehouse. Oh wow, this is a PvP zone. Check it out. I could totally blow away some noobs down here. That's probably a oopsie on their part. This entire first map is meant to be a no PvP zone. But it's interesting this new tunnel does not have that feature. I mean, you're not going to get anything out of PvPing anyway. Yeah, if I like barrel stuff somebody down here, I'm probably only going to get, at best, another car med kit. So, a couple pieces of wood, maybe a flower if he's picked it up. Not really a point to do it. Alright, we are back. Hit F to mount the ladder, climb on up and out. Loading, 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 loading. Rip those that don't have an SSD. This is actually a longer loading screen than normal. Okay. We have our shotgun. We're going to go ahead and run back to Mr. Vladimir. I don't believe I need to talk to him again, but I'm going to do it anyway, just in case. Yeah, no need to talk to him. So we're gonna go ahead here and run on over to the station. Let's see. And so the station is going to be right here. Really starting to hate this new stamina system. So let's go ahead. Item weight carry. Sprint speed increase. Can I learn that? Nope, need 2 perk points. Max weight carry. Alright, whatever. Now let's go for that. I'm still working with the skill tree, trying to develop a better understanding of it. The best I can see, it almost seems to me as if they've nerfed the maximum weight carry. I used to be able to carry 113 pounds, but now I only can carry 105. And you know, I run a BW backpack, and so come on, brother, let's go. If you want to fast forward until I get to the station, go for it. Or listen to me ramble on. Cool little feature they added, you know, I don't know if it's new or not, but I've never noticed it before. If you look at signs, it now translates to signs when you look at it. I've not noticed that before. It could have been there, you know, but come on, dude. You can do it. One too many cheeseburgers. Get in here and we're going to talk to Watchman. Okay, first time here. Yes, I'll get you copper wire. So we need to finish that guy's quest, and then we're going to come around here. We're going to talk to Mr. Huckster. Let's see. Personal favorites for Watchman. Now you can trade with this guy. There's really no reason to trade with him, because you get 20 shells for your shotgun, so there's just, I'm not even gonna bother. Okay, did I get the MGD from that guy? No, he didn't give. Okay, he didn't give me the MGD, so it's a little weird. To do the personal favors for Watchman, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run up to this transformer. And Watchman wants us to get some copper wire. And we're going to find that copper wire up here at the transformer. You're going to find the copper wire in any one of these 3 locations. Either here inside of this TV. You will find it either here inside of like a radio. That is a stash box. It is empty. Or you will find it here in this old electronic, which I have found it. Another empty cardboard box. In the previous version, you had to actually come up here and put your hand inside a live electrical panel. Now you just click on it and it says, oh, there's electricity still in this panel. You can't actually shock yourself, but now I have the coil out of that radio. If I go here and I look at my inventory, you can see I have the coil of copper wire. But you're going to see what happens when I get up to Mr. Watchman here. Here's your coil of wire. A coil of wire? Why do I need a coil of wire? You asked to bring it. I did? Yes, I did. Wire is good. Here's the coil of wire. I don't need a coil. I need wire. So you go in here and it's like, well, what gives, right? So right click on it and you'll see disassemble. Click on disassemble and then hit yes. You're going to break this coil down into a coil of copper wire. And now I have the quest item. Brought you wire. Quest complete. Just like that. They don't tell you that. You got to figure that one out for yourself. Okay, so I already talked to him to get his quest. There's a well right here. You actually talked to this stalker. What's going on here? Why are you so cranky? What about the pump? He actually tells you about the water pump. Cool. Come in here. Got some perk points? Nope, I only got 1 perk point. What is this? Increase the rock throw. Maximum weight carry. Can't do crap with that. But we're going to go over here, hit J to our journal. Handcart for courier. So we're going to do Watchman right on the handcart. Huckster says Tut will respect details. Okay, so we're going to have to go and get this. It used to be called the tonic for Watchman. It used to be a bottle of alcohol. So you would go, you would collect some flowers. Vladimir would brew the stuff up into some alcohol, get the Watchman smashed, and then he would allow you to go. We're going to run back to Mr. Vladimir over here, and we're going to have to talk to him to collect some flowers and a couple dog ears. He's going to craft the tonic, and then we're going to run back to Mr. Watchman, get him drunk. We're then going to have to go to the huckster, and he's going to loan us an MGD that you need to return to him. Now that we're here, we're going to talk to Mr. Vlad. Here's the thing. I was at the station. People seem pretty sketchy. I prefer it if you take me to Lubitsch. Camel route. Okay, I'll get the dogs in the route, no problem. Yeah, so you can get this guy to take you. You can follow his quest where you got to collect a bunch of flowers and go. I always do this method. So now that we have the quest from him, I can come over here to. You can see the quest details. I'm going to have to get some dog ears. I'm going to have to get a special route from a particular location that I will show you, and then 3 basic flowers from over here in the swamp. Now I can click on tracking, which is going to pin this quest over here, and I will be able to see it up in the corner the entire time as I go about this. We're going to run to E5. And in the center of Echo 5 here, you can see there's a building. That is where we need to go to find our roots. That is a daisy. Oh, I didn't lose any stamina jumping over that fence. Interesting. It's not the flower we are looking for. Now, they put a fence up around this whole area. There's a few dogs in here, too. One thing you'll notice, if I shoulder my weapon, there is now an on-screen crosshair. That's actually accurate. That's a new update. And we're going to start running around this swampy area, and we're looking for our flowers. And I have a dog incoming. Kind of nice. It's like a one-hit kill, like anywhere on the body. I know that they've updated the skins on the mobs, so they look different. And as I'm butchering this guy, you'll notice that he gets bloodier and bloodier. That is a new feature that they've added. And I have my 2 dog ears. Well, need 4 dog ears. This game is fractional reloading. Go ahead and butcher this guy up. Expose his rib cages. Rib cage. I guess it's a good way to tell if a player's already looted a corpse or not. Okay, I have the necessary amount of dog ears. Now I just need to find enough flowers. Gotta get 3 of them. We're just scanning the area. Here's our first flower. Oh, a double. So we just got 2 in one go. That was a double spawn right there. We need 1 more and we are out of here. And just like that. Now we need to go back to our little swamp house where we're gonna find a container. It's like a pot on the ground next to the doghouse. We're gonna put these flowers in there. This is our... oh, they've renamed it to can. That's done. Now we have to go to a very specific tree. Which is that tree right over there. That big old dead guy. He should be right here in Delta 5. Keypad 5. Thought I heard a second dog. And there is our route. Now we're gonna run over and leave the tree. Start heading west to this fence line. There's a hole in the fence to get out. Conveniently placed right here at Delta 5, kind of keypad 4-ish, you know, right dead in the center. Now we gotta go back to Vladimir. We have the dog ears, we have the special, and the other flowers are in the can. What's really nice is before you had to do all these one at a time. Now you can do them all together in whatever order that you feel. And given that the dogs are now over by the roots, it makes it a little bit quicker to get this quest done. So they've done a few things to speed this process up and make it a little bit easier. Now we just gotta talk to Vlad. We're gonna get our booze for the, let's see. Here's the thing about the tonic for Hut. I got the dog ears, got the root. See you. Okay, level up. There we go. Got another point. Increase my stamina a little bit. Sprint speed. There we go. I'm actually running a somewhat decent rate now. This is like normal running. Looking for stashes. I don't see. Oh, jerry can. No stashes. We go back to the station now. Alright, we have now back at the station. I have the tonic. Not okay. We gotta go talk to the huckster first. I have the tonic. Brought the car. Okay. So now I have to do his artifact quest. Alright. Now to do the huckster's artifact quest, we're going to... He gave us an MGD. We're going to equip that. You're going to see it pop down here into our gadget slot. And we're going to right click it. We're going to click charge. He gave us batteries. Gadget is fully charged. Now we're going to drag this MGD. We're going to drop it over here into one of our hot bars. Now that that's down there, let's go ahead and exit that out. And we're going to start running down the train tracks. Okay, now that we're here at the tunnel, we're going to walk forward. We can see some floating leaves. Now, word of warning, you're not always going to see some floating leaves or an indicator. If we listen very closely, we can just very slightly hear some rumblings. Again, this is not always the case. There's not always going to be an indicator. There's not always going to be something here in this new update. You're going to have to throw rocks or use a rad counter to protect yourself from not going into an anomaly. We're going to throw a rock, and as we can see, the anomaly now shows itself. We're going to release our cursor, and then we're going to hit, so since number 8, just hit number 8, our MGD is going to pop up over here. We can move this MGD around. We can see our battery life is up here. This is our field of where we can see if there's, you know, artifacts around us. But as this thing stays up, you can see it is consuming battery life, and the prototype is not very good. It uses a lot of battery life versus the regular MGD. Now we can see the artifact is showing up on the radar. We're going to keep slowly inching forward until we get this artifact inside of this inner box, and that's the range that the MGD can actually grab it. It's kind of weird that we're getting some visual distortion here, because when I've played the other games, there's not this visual when I've played with other anomalies, it's not giving me that visual distortion. So did it just... Okay, now that we're inside, we can either click the start button down here to begin the process, or actually just click on the artifact if you want to get specific. You're going to see that counter is going to start coming across the screen. We're going to have to start typing in numbers corresponding to each of the what the arrow is pointing to. The prototype is slowed down pretty good compared to what the regular MGD is. Now we get a get an achievement now that we have our quest items. You can see quest items are marked out by the red text. We have our artifact. We're going to go back to the huckster, and we're going to give him the artifact that we've picked up, along with we have to give him the MGD back to complete or to get onto the rail cart. If you give him the artifact but you don't give him back the MGD, when you get to the hand cart, they're not going to let you leave. Alright, so we're back here at the huckster. We're going to go up to him. We're going to say, I brought you the artifact that you have asked for. Okay, see you. I'm going to... maybe we could trade. I got the tonic for Watchman. It's the next dialogue. Okay, see you. I want to talk to you about loot. Maybe we could trade. I want to talk to you about the MGD and artifacts. Do you need any other artifacts? How does the MG... Where can you show me? Okay, so... It didn't give me the dialogue to give him back the MGD, so let's go talk to the Watchman. Vladimir is saying it's time to take your medicine. Here. Oh, what is that? Thanks. Do you have any problems? I need to go to the station. Oh, see you. There is, okay. I understand. Alright. So that quest is completed. Now we're just going to come over here to the huckster and let's see if he has the dialogue that we need. We're about to take no, I need to give him back his damn MGD so I can continue and get out of here. Here's the MGD. Okay. Done and done. So now we're gonna head down the train tracks the opposite way to this tunnel over here in Delta. Was that Delta? Yeah, Delta 8-4. And we're done. So we're gonna run down here. We're gonna talk to this guy at the Mr. Misha. And he's gonna let us go to Lupus Station. Lubitsch Station. Ooh, jeez. Come on. Run, boy. And just like that, you can see now I have 10,000 rubles. I haven't spent any money at all. I didn't buy any ammo. I didn't buy any meds. I didn't use any meds. I didn't even use... I mean, I drank water, but I didn't have to, so... Give me a lift, got his permission, and let's go. Like that, we're out of the tutorial. So hope this helps, guys. I'm gonna try and go over some other things. There's a lot of changes to the game, and it's gonna take a little bit to go through and unpack a lot of this new stuff they did. There's a couple broken things, a lot of cool stuff, but yeah, we'll get through it. And here we are at the station. The board is gone, and I don't know where if it's been relocated or I'm not sure. But I'll end up part 2ing this thing and picking up right here where I'm leaving off and seeing what the differences are to get through Mr. Acid's quest and to get out of the first city and get into the second part, or the next section of the game. So stay tuned for the next one. I'll catch you guys later.